Wow, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Now you're messing with the number 10 radio station in all of Val Verde. 108.9.
Lucky 10.
Lucky number 10. 108.9 The Hawk. The Valley's choice. I guess Scotty, our producer behind the glass, I should say, Val Verde's second choice for rock.
Second choice.
Yeah.
But 10 is a good number. It's
10's a good number. If you keep focusing on these things, it's going to eat you from the inside, Geoff.
Oh, my God. I mean, I've been up all night being eaten from the inside thinking about these
Sleep
numbers.
all day.
Up all night, sleep all day, thinking about your numbers. Oh, my God, I want to die. Those are the lyrics, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much the lyrics. That's it. We'll ask Mark Slaughter when he's on in the 9 a.m. hour. 7:14 right here on the Geoff and Whisp show. Of course, I am Whisp Turlington.
And I am Geoff the Younger Man Garlock.
And oh my God,
Were we just listening to Judas Priest? No.
No.
Because it was Nazareth.
That was Nazareth.
The one song that they put out there every time, I'm like, are we sure this isn't a Judas Priest song?
I remember when this record came out, and you had Hair of the Dog on the album, and you also had Love Hurts on the record.
Oh, my God.
And you're like, wait, is that the same band?
I'm not like, that sounds like Judas Priest to me. And then all of a sudden, that goddamn cowbell comes in.
Whappin', 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 well.
Blue Oyster Cult was like, excuse me, baking powder, what is going on?
How do we do this? How do we
do?
What's it called? Is that a vibra slap?
Is that one of them vibra slaps?
Oh, God. So much great stuff coming up, Geoff. First off, we got to get right to it, first off.
That's just first off.
That's just first off, baby, right here on
And when we say first off,
Geoff,
we mean in the 7 o'clock hour.
In the 7:15.
We've been on air for an hour and 15 minutes. But first off.
Also, thank you to Peter Cetera for stopping by so early. I know it's hard for him to get out and get on the radio in the 6 a.m. hour, but he was in fine form.
Refused to sing.
Also,
almost refused to talk out of a sermon. I was like, why are you going to be in fine form and come here this early if you're not going to talk, Peter Cetera?
I was like, Peter Cetera, there is a new Karate Kid, and he didn't want to talk about it.
He was out of here.
He's
like, I saw the trailer, and I wasn't in it, and I was angry.
Out.
And I think he wanted to be an actor in this Karate Kid.
He wanted to be in the new Karate Kid. That's what upset him so much. He was like...
He showed up to the studio. He's wearing a skeleton costume.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Peter, I am so confused about
Peter
what
was
you
like,
think is going on.
I want to play the Karate Kid's nemesis because he's obviously in high school. I obviously look like I could be in high school. And, the director didn't go for it.
Director didn't go for it. And we're like, is this because Cobra Kai is such a popular show? And he goes, I never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
I was like, Jesus, Cetera. When you do talk, you're being a real jerk about it.
Big announcement time, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on the Geoff and Whisp show. And, of course, just carrying over on 108.9 The Hawk. Big announcement time. Now, you know that we've been broadcasting here from the newly rebuilt 108.9 The Hawk building that I once droned. And then I had to put back together. I droned it, I rebuilt it, and I built it bigger, and I built it better with a large meatloaf ass. Like he's bending over, and you can walk right in. Bigger and better than the last meatloaf ass we had on the other building.
That last meatloaf ass was very big and very better.
Yeah.
But this one is just like, and rest in power.
Rest in power, meat. We think about you every day, walking into our building.
Every time we walk into your ass, I think, thank you, Mr. Loaf.
Thank you, Loaf. We've been talking. Why don't we do something fun for the summer?
Oh, my God.
And so what we did,
Wait a second. We're going to do something fun this summer?
We thought, of course, in the past, we've had the All Rock, All Hawk summer. That was a big shebang. Of course, the concert that we did for that was humongous. Anthony Cumia's brother, who plays the Edge in a U2 cover band called To You.
Flip the script
on us. And man, what a show. What a surprise. What a real thing I'm actually referencing and not something we're just making up for shits and gigs right here on 108.9 The Hawk. But it was a great show. But we thought, why don't we do something fun this summer? And so what we did, Geoff, is we bought a completely dilapidated beach house on Verde Bay.
I mean, and it is messed up as far as I'm seeing right now.
It is so close to being condemned.
My God.
Just so close. And I looked at that house and I'm like, what if we made it the Hawk Beach House? In the spirit of all those MTV beach houses that people won't talk about anymore because of the legal reasons. You know what I'm talking about. So what we did, Geoff, is we rounded up some sponsors. We got Sharnies.
Sharnies is back in this.
Free at Sharnies.
We got the Food Gulch.
All of the food that fell in the gulch. Food Gulch.
Food Gulch. We got the Flappers and Sebastian's Playground. One of your favorite strip clubs here in Val Verde.
One of the best swingers buffets that ever. Are we going to bring the swingers buffet?
I
to the
hope
beach
so.
house?
Because here's the thing, Geoff. We're going to have to eat somehow.
We got to
Because
eat.
starting next week, we are moving into this house.
Full time?
All the time.
Oh, my God.
And we will live there together. You, me, Keg Stand, our dirtbag sidekick right there.
I'm already living there, Keg
Technically,
Stand.
he is. He found the house.
I
So
know.
thank you.
He was under the floorboards, I heard. You just picked up. You're like, you've been here the whole time,
It's like
Keg
Gary
Stand?
Busey and Hider in the House.
Jesus. Exactly like that.
Exactly. What a good reference. Put that one on. Make sure we get that on
Hold on.
TikTok, Scotty.
Reach out
Everyone's
to the
going to need
TikToks and let them know this one's for
Hider
the kids.
in the House. All the kids will love it. So it's going to be you, me, Big Truck, Greg Lemon Sour, Mickey Mac's going to be there. Of course, host of Hair House right here on 108.9 The Hawk. He's going to be doing that
gonna be
every
there.
Saturday night live from... that should be something.
Saturday Night Live. Now that's a name.
There we go.
Put
I
a
did not-
trademark on that one, Scotty.
Lauren's got his own drones. Who do you think I learned that from? And so we're going to live there all summer. We're going to
Will
broadcast
we have
there.
Eric Nees?
Oh, my God. Who else is going
MTV
to...
Dance in the real world.
Who else is going to do... What was his show? The Cut? Or the grind?
Grind.
No, he was the
Oh,
grind. So we
he
will
was
have
the
our
grind.
own grind. We're going to hire Eric Nees.
We're not
And,
going to have Chris Connolly doing the
No,
big
no,
picture.
no,
Or maybe
no.
we will. We'll
Maybe
see.
we
It's
will.
a crazy
You
summer.
never know. It's a crazy summer. It is the Hawk Beach House. And we're doing it all summer right here on 108.9 The Hawk. Brought to you, of course, by Sharnies Food Gulch, Sebastian's Playground, Flappers. And it's going to be fun. We're going to live together. I mean, I don't know how that's going to go. I do not know how that's going to go.
I got to say, it's probably going to be an upgrade for my life and a downgrade for your life for the
I
summer.
think that's how it goes. I truly think that's how it goes.
Maybe you'll do like a renovation on it, back to school style.
No.
When you're not going to pull a Rodney Dangerfield
I
and
don't
just be
think-
like, take down these walls.
Jeff, I'm going to be serious with you. I don't think there's any fixing this place.
Hell no, Cake Stand.
Thank
yeah,
you,
he
Keg
knows.
Stand. If you have a sleeping bag that is impenetrable from rats,
Oh, my God.
from mice,
My God.
from Keg Stand, if you know what I mean.
I'm coming in.
Okay,
Keg
okay.
Stand.
That can
All
be
right.
taken
We don't
so
want
many.
you in my sleep.
We're number 20 morning show, Keg Stand, and maybe that's the reason.
Take it easy.
Maybe that's the reason. It certainly can't be because of our quality of guests, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you have heard, this man is coming to Flappers Comedy Club. Now, they have started their own comedy club. We've got dingbats.
My God, we got dingbats.
We got dingbats already.
And
but they-
Flappers was like, this comedy thing's blowing up.
and I will say, dingbats went a little right wing lately.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why. I'm probably not.
They've been
the
calling
first
dingbats
to-
Lil Austin.
Lil Austin over there. At Dingbats, they've gone a little right wing, a little, I usually do like that kind of comedy. Like, I'm a huge Rob Schneider fan.
Oh, my God.
But I need to see what Flappers Comedy is going to do. And their first act ever, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Hill. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, my God. Thank you for being here, Dave.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's really exciting. I mean, it's got to be. Is there any sort of pressure that you can think of in terms of opening a comedy club on your own and knowing that you have to set the standard for the rest of all of the comedians coming in?
Oh, well, I'm not really worried about that. I clog a lot of toilets. So that's what I mean.
I mean, trust me. But this one is a Flappers Comedy Club, and they're known for their chicken wings, and they're also known for their industrial toilets. Because if you're having that many chicken wings, you're going to be clogging out them toilets.
You're going to be clogging up them toilets there, Dave.
That's been the
their hope.
catchphrase for the past year. You're going to be clogging up them toilets.
Flappers. So I think, it's going to be fun. I think you're going to have a good time. A lot of good people. I don't know if you heard us as you were walking into the studio, but, our regular club dingbats went a little right wing. Kill Tony was there last weekend.
I've never seen that.
You never seen
that.
Kill Tony? I went.
No.
I went, and it was, I laughed. I laughed a few times.
Did you get up there for 1 minute, and did you get killed by Tony?
I did not get up there. I was like, I'm not going to. They're like, come on, Whisp, come on. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Would you get up on Kill Tony, Dave?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I've heard of it.
It is a
lay it out for him, because you might want to get on Kill Tony.
You might want to get on Kill Tony.
It feels like it could be up Dave Hill's
this could
alley.
Be up Dave Hill's alley. It's a very conservative, no holds barred, anti woke comedy show. It's saying the things we all think, and all the things we want out there in the world.
Okay.
And you have 1 minute to say everything that we've all been thinking.
Yeah.
Or you get killed by Tony.
By Tony.
Okay.
Kill Tony.
Got it.
What would you get up there and say?
A minute wouldn't be long enough for me. I need to.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I just like to do my own thing. I'm in my own.
Okay.
So you're an artist.
I'm an artist. I'm on Planet Dave.
Planet Dave. Now, there's a place. I would like to visit Planet Dave. Yeah. And I guess you can visit Planet Dave this Saturday night at Flappers Comedy Club. What can all of the Val Verde slobs listening right now? Because, come on. You're here in Val Verde. You're doing a show in Val Verde. You got to know what your audience is. And these are some of the biggest slobs you've ever. And God bless them.
Sure.
We love them. They're our audience, and we love them, but they're a bunch of mouth-breathing chuds.
They are such.
So you got to keep that in mind when you're going to Planet Dave. You're gonna.
How do you present comedy to a bunch of mouth-breathing chuds, Dave Hill?
I don't know. I have great disdain for the audience, to be honest.
So you already hate the chuds.
I hate all audiences. I resent them for showing up.
I understand that. I mean, God, what are they thinking coming out? I mean,
yeah, exactly. But they keep doing it, so what are you gonna do?
I guess keep bringing them to Planet Dave.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
That's the name of your show this weekend. It's called Planet Dave at Flappers Comedy.
I'm thinking
What can people, once they get in your orbit, they sit down, they've had their 5-drink minimum. What are they gonna?
It's all dick jokes.
It's all dick jokes.
That's my main thing. Yeah.
Finally.
Not penis jokes. I mean, just like jokes about people named Dick.
Sure. Oh, so like Richard Karn, maybe.
Dick Tracy, Dick Cavett, Dick. Who's the one from the Mary Tyler Moore Show? No,
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. I don't know why.
That's a good dick.
He's a prominent dick. I don't know why
He's a dick that just won't die, Dave.
I mean, truly, it's like maybe this is what's going to finally take. I mean, I don't want him to either, but you are going hard. From what I've seen on all of your Instagram clips, you do seem to go very hard on Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah,
and the audience is on board with it. That's the one part where they're like, let's do this.
Yeah, dickheads.
Oh.
Classic dickheads.
You got your dickheads, Dave. And it's always nice because usually Dick Van Dyke does show up to your shows. He's in the front and he's just eating it up. He's just eating it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it started. Is he just kept coming to the shows, and then I was like, went after him, and then I was like, kind of running out of stuff to say about Dick Van Dyke. So I was like, I'm gonna go after, some of the other dicks out there today.
Dick Van Patten.
Oh,
Dick Van Patten.
You gotta go after.
I mean, any Richard Petty. I did a whole.
Oh my God.
It was a Thursday show, 2 shows on Friday and Saturday. And then I ended up doing a Sunday show, all Richard Petty-based material.
God. You just leaned into Petty. You just went for pure Petty on that one.
Yeah.
What about Richard Chamberlain?
That's kind of spoiler alert, but yeah, my shows there are going to be based on Richard Chamberlain.
Throw the delay, Scotty. Nobody needs to hear that, so we'll pull that out. That's a spoiler. Spoiler alert.
I did a whole festival circuit on Richard Harris, the original. Yeah, MacArthur Park.
Cake got left out in the rain on that one. I'll tell you that.
That's exactly right.
So much cake in the rain. You ever eaten a cake in the rain, Geoff?
I prefer eating cake in the rain, personally.
Like a good soggy cake.
I don't like a hard, crunchy cake. I want it to be just moist as it's going down my gullet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Make it easy for me to swallow. Dave, you? Wet cake?
I like a damp cake.
Damp.
I like it damp.
Yeah, actually, the first 600 ticket buyers for my shows will get a slice of damp cake.
Because it is a good reminder that tickets are still available and that Flappers' new comedy club, it's a 1,200 capacity theater.
1,200 capacity club.
That's
like,
seated. I do it standing, and it's 1,800.
Oh, my God.
oh my God.
Now, is that your
Pull
standard
those
number,
seats
or
out.
is this
Pull 'em
going
out.
to be pushing it for you?
No, well, for the intimate shows, I like to keep it small and just have it be 1,800.
You got to keep it intimate at 1,800.
There's just a bunch of cake eating, I would say cake sucking at that point in time. Cake sucking Val Verde slobs at Planet Dave this weekend. 1,800 of them.
Yeah.
It'd be like a fucking slip and slide. Throw the delay. Cannot
Yeah, and I'm
wait
giving
to see that.
I'm giving cake to the first 1,700 of them.
Oh
Damp cake.
So there's going to be 100 that are going to be just shit out of luck. Throw
You
that
are
delay.
shit
Just
out of luck. I hope you ate before.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And this just a lesson to us all. You got to buy your tickets early.
You got to go to your tickets outlet in the Verde Valley Mall. You can get it at all Flappers locations, and highly recommended to head out there and get those tickets and hope and pray to the God above. Dear God, let me be one of the ones to get a damn cake.
Yeah, damp cake, yeah.
But I said that. I said that.
Yeah.
That's what we said, Dave.
That's what I just said.
I thought you said damn cake.
No, I'm not cussing to the Lord. What are you talking
Gee,
about?
that's the
gonna
good Lord
smite
we're
me.
talking to.
That's the big guy up there in the sky, Dave. I don't want to be smited before I get to traffic.
108.9 The Hawk traffic with Art Spart.
Knick, knack, paddywhack, give a dog traffic. And lots of it. If you're trying to go down Lane Staley Lane, we have a bit of a fender bender. The Richie Blackmore Beltway is backed up to an overturned Steakums truck, so watch out for the funky meat all over the road. And if you're going down Hog Street today, don't! Unless you're ready to be overwhelmed by both traffic and new metal scatting. Because, of course, today is the annual JDTS FKAS Pancake Breakfast. That, of course, is the Jonathan Davis, the singer from Corn Association Society, and every year they make some of the most delicious pancakes I have ever had, all accompanied by the most annoying bagpipes and down-tuned bass you have ever heard. Come for the pancakes, stay for the Adidas tracksuits and 7-string guitars. Now, as you know, in honor of the singer of Corn, you want to get these delicious flapcakes. You are only allowed to order in scat language, Corn style. That, of course, is the ridiculous made of syllables that sound like a Tusken Raider from Star Wars having a meltdown. But unfortunately this week, laryngitis hit our fair town, which has not been good for morale or being able to pull off that weird half-singing Corn does in between songs about dreaming about sex all day. So the line just keeps backing up as the Pancake Breakfast tries to get a shipment of lozenges shipped in. Unfortunately, they keep trying to order them in that Corn scat language, so good luck to all of us, because Valverdians ain't giving up on them pancakes and ain't giving up on their odd love of Jonathan Davis. And that's been traffic from the Burt's Funeral Flowers traffic desk. I'm Art Spart.
Burt's Funeral Flowers, with Burt's Funeral Flowers.
Yeah, we got more coming up with Dave Hill talking about his comedy show. We'll talk about some other things. Dave, we gotta read some Jugs Mug Emporium Jugs mugs coming up. That's gonna be fun. But first, I missed it. I missed the fucking post. There you go, Vince. You did it to me again. Get ready, slobs. It's time to cook a waffle breakfast with Hoobastank.
Hoobastank.
Courtesy of Friendly's Waffle Mix.
Waffle Mix.
Listen all this week for your chance to win big. And by big, we mean a waffle breakfast with Hoobastank. That's right, Hoobastank. You remember, right? The reason? And the reason for this contest is that the fine folks at Friendly's Waffle Mix said to the Hawk, we don't give a good goddamn which band you guys get for this contest. Just push this waffle mix. We made too much of it, and it doesn't burn people anymore. And since Hoobastank were in town playing a show at the Verde Botanical Garden and Memorial Grease Pit, it made sense. So listen all this week for your chance to have the guys from Hoobastank come to your house and watch you cook a waffle breakfast for them.
Hi, we're the guys from Hoobastank.
and we can't wait to eat your waffles and hopefully not get burned.
Cook a Waffle Breakfast with Hoobastank with your friends at Friendly's Waffle Mix and 108.9 The Hawk.
Heroes, grinders, subs, hoagies, whatever you call a sandwich, if you're eating at Schlittle Sandwiches, say, I'll take a Schlittle. Hi, I'm Hank Schlittle, owner of Schlittle Sandwiches, Val Verde's newest sandwich shop. You know, when I wanted to start selling sandwiches in Val Verde, I realized that we didn't have a regional name for them. Everyone just called them sandwiches. So I decided, in honor of my father, who passed away 2 years ago, to call it the Schlittle. And I'm not gonna lie, until I was selling it in sandwich form, I never realized how gross my last name was. Even though it's spelled with an SCH, people think my sandwiches sound like human excrement. I was just trying to help us out, Val Verde. Yes, I probably should have remembered how much schoolyard bullies would give me grief for my last name. But honestly, I was in grief for the loss of my father. And I put all my energy and money into this shop. In between signage, starting the LLC, not to mention all that guerrilla marketing to get recognition for the name Schlittle. And then as soon as it was done, I was like, uh-oh. And now I sell a regional sandwich name that quite frankly sounds like poop. And I can't turn back now. But they don't taste like poop, I can guarantee you that. So come on in. We have the freshest meats, the freshest bread, the tastiest vegetables. Not to mention our secret sauce if you want to make your Schlittle wet. No, just saying that out loud, now I hear it and... No, I'm sorry, Dad. So just come on down, I'll make you a great sandwich. Trust me, it'll taste great and it won't taste like a shittle. I meant Schlittle. No, now I'm doing it.
The Pretenders. Or just Pretenders. You can do the if you want. You don't
Is there
have
a
to.
the legally with the
I
Pretenders?
don't think it's legally there. But I always say it. It's like I say the Pixies. And Frank Black loses his shit on me every single time I do that. He says it's just Pixies. Or the Smashing Pumpkins. For the longest time, it was just Smashing Pumpkins. But now they put the in, and I think that has to come from me.
I mean, if there are two people you don't want turning on you.
Oh, my
Frank
God.
Black. and
Frank Black?
Jimmy Corgan is what I call him.
Jimmy Corgan. Why do you call him Jimmy Corgan? You just mix up Chamberlain and Corgan?
I just like to merge it all. I sometimes
Okay.
throw in that
All
he's
right.
Darcy, and then
Well.
he gets real angry, and then you don't want to see him angry.
You don't want to do that. You do not.
Real Hulk situation.
Real Hulk. You don't want to see Corgan when he's angry.
And Frank Black, he'll send that hair metal guy from the California video that's singing his vocals after you, and he's got a bat with a nail in it.
Corgan walking up the street in like one of those big, like ripped up black gowns that he wears. It's ripped up because, of course, he was a Hulk, and now he's walking up the street.
Yep.
Trying to hitchhike to the next town. Where am I going to go? But I know where we're all going to go Saturday. Flappers Comedy Club to see Dave Hill. Is this your first time to Val Verde, Dave?
I did. I had to fulfill some court-appointed community service hours there.
Really? Now what? Now this isn't gotcha journalism. We say that every morning right before we say a gotcha journalism question. But what were you doing to get that court appointed?
It's embarrassing. I kept going just up walking up the escalator. I was walking up the down
Up the down.
escalator.
Yep.
I was not technically in Val Verde, but I was supposed to go to the Taste of Val Verde festival.
I'm rubbing my belly hearing about that. Scotty, make sure I got my tickets this year.
Yeah. So
All of the beautiful tastes of Val Verde. Of course,
Yeah.
up on that high line that we built.
Yep.
We call no man's land, where
That's the no man's land.
there are no rules. That's the thing. If you had gotten to the top of the escalator, even if you're going the opposite way, once you got up there, anything goes.
Anything
it's like
goes.
international waters. But unfortunately, you got on that escalator, and that's what's going to happen.
Val Verde police get you halfway through. They tase you, pull you down. I'm just looking at the footage right now. That's exactly what they did.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
funny footage when they put
was
that
pretty
yakety
funny
sax
footage.
over it. It was very funny. I mean, I understand that was very painful to get tasered, Dave. But
Oh, my God.
Well, okay, you know, and they claimed that I was doing the Porky Pig, you know, where you're naked from the waist down, you're just wearing a sport coat.
Right.
But,
They did claim that, but it also kind of looks like it on the footage, Dave. I'm not pointing
it
fingers
was nude.
here,
I was
or-
wearing nude yoga pants.
Okay, good. Good.
yeah.
which, of course, would have been legal when there are no legalities.
No, you get up
on
there, you could have taken
the
those.
International Waters Highline where the Taste of Val Verde Festival happens. But yes, on the escalator. And Mayor David Lee Roth does not like nude leggings. That is
He
one thing we
does
know.
not.
Largely against it.
Yes, he is.
He likes
Yes,
lots
he
of
is.
patterns on his leggings, and he has
Yep.
made many laws about that. If you're wearing leggings in Val Verde, they better got a lot of patterns on there.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Speaking of, I wasn't going to say anything because I know you are a Van Halen fan, correct? Am I
Sure.
correct in saying that? And
Sure,
who
yeah.
and who do you prefer?
Oh, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar or
Yeah.
the guy from
Or
Extreme?
Gary Sharon.
Or Gary Sharon?
and
Or
we
the
all
guy-
know the right answer.
Or the Mitch guy that thought he was in the band for like 20 minutes and then they went with David Lee Roth again.
Oh, I didn't know about that guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I gotta say, the Gary Sharon record is really the only good thing they ever did.
I mean,
No,
You know, most
Truth
people
be
just
told.
won't say it, but you're just not afraid to say it.
no,
you're not afraid to say it.
I can't even joke about that. Actually, David Lee Roth is
David Lee Roth, and that's why we wanted to surprise you today. Dave Hill, meet Mayor David Lee Roth, walking into the studio right now. Here he is. Come on in. Oh, Dave Hill. Now, our mayor, our honorable mayor, David Lee Roth, I do have to ask you, have you seen the video of Dave Hill with the porcupine? Now, it isn't Porky the Pig. He was wearing nude pants down below. But did you see the video, David? Mayor Lee Roth?
You read about it, now see the video.
Okay, he has seen the
wow.
video. That's really cool. What did you think about it?
The motto I always follow, which my daddy told me, was, Dave, it's not whether you win or lose. It's not how much money you made. It's not who you convinced of what. It's how good you looked.
He's saying you look good, Dave Hill.
And you did look
Oh,
good.
wow.
He's
Thank
saying, yeah, Mayor David Lee Roth sitting
Getting
right
the
here.
seal of approval from
Seal?
him, and I mean,
The-
and he's talking directly to you. Now, I think he might have been talking about himself there, but it gets a little confusing which Dave he's talking to. But I mean, if you got David Lee Roth saying you look good,
Yeah, that's something.
You know, you're absolutely correct.
Yep, 100%. Dave, I mean, have you met Mayor Lee Roth before? Is this the first time you've ever met?
I tried once on the Lil Lane Enough tour, and didn't work out. Yeah, but no.
well,
yeah.
what happened on that Little Ain't Enough tour? What happened that it wasn't going to work out for you in meeting him?
I don't know. Something like about how, that you weren't allowed to bring in nachos from outside, like you had to buy them at the venue, and
My God.
That's a
I always,
tough one.
I had a nacho kit with me.
You had a nacho.
They also exactly.
okay,
He understood
thank
you
you,
should have
thank
been
you, yeah.
going against us not being able to bring nacho kits to concerts.
Yeah,
I mean, come
exactly.
on, forget about it.
I mean, do you think Mayor Lee Roth hearing this as Dave Hill tried to meet you holding a nacho kit, do you think he should have pushed harder to get backstage and meet you?
People should move, try something, try it. No guts, no game. Go for it, man. What do you got to lose? Nothing.
Wow.
Drink with us and eat with us and do with us as we do.
You know he's talking nachos when he
he's
says
talking
that,
nachos.
so,
And it's like acid flashbacks. Each one's got the same thing. Chick dancing in a cage. Chick in a cage. There's another girl in a cage.
Yeah. What else can you say about that?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
Anything else to add, Dave?
They come in with a lot of bitterness.
Yeah.
They come in with a lot of problems.
Yeah, I know that.
Sing the chorus, and I'm the three chicks in the background going shoop shoop, and the trombone player.
What do you think about that, Dave? 3 chicks in the background, shoop shoop, and a trombone player.
That was the show, basically.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that was there. I mean, that was a hell of a DLR. Was Steve Vai playing guitar for that laugh? If I'm right. Okay, I am accurate.
No, he was gone by then.
He was
only-
gone?
He only played
Shit,
on the
man,
Eat 'em
you're
and
wrong.
Smile and Skyscraper tours.
Oh,
Anyone will tell you that.
You blew it, Mayor Lee Roth. You should know that. Now,
Like I said, you asked that. He laughed. Scotty in the booth was saying no. He knew. He knew it wasn't C5.
So it's truly hard to say.
I did see 2 shows on the Skyscraper tour with Poison opening.
Was that a open up and say era Poison, or was it?
I think it was.
Look what the cat dragged in.
I saw them on the Look What the Cat Dragged In tour when they opened for Rat. I saw them.
Classic concert.
I was only 4 years old.
You were a 4-year-old, and they're like, let's pull this 4-year-old in.
Yeah.
Now, who brought you? Was it your parents? Was it your aunt? Was it a renegade uncle? Who dragged a 4-year-old to a Poison concert?
My parole officer.
Your parole officer.
Your parole officer at 4 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know.
Were you under house arrest or something? He's like, you know what? You should get out and see a little fun. I know.
Yeah,
it's fun.
yeah. It was like the bracelet had caused it got some sort of infection, that was sort of like thrush or something.
Oh,
my
God, don't
God,
get the
classic.
thrush. Don't get the thrush.
Yeah.
Classic thrush.
And he's like, I know the best place to get rid of thrush. You want to go see Poison?
concert.
Yeah, and the Look What the Cat Dragged In concert
Oh,
tour.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Man, they wouldn't have done Ride the Wind on that one.
No, gosh.
Wouldn't have done
that would have been the Open Up and Say
that would be open
tour.
up.
You got pulled up on stage for this one? Like Courtney Cox in a Bruce Springsteen video?
I got pulled up on stage. Bobby Dahl, CeCe DeVille, and Bret Michaels were doing this pyramid thing, and then I got Ricky Rocket comes up from behind and shoots me over Bret Michaels' head, and then I kind of just go into the front row. And you got to remember, I'm 4 years old.
You're 4 years old.
4
at this
years
time,
old,
so
you got
it's-
thrush, and you got a parole bracelet on.
I mean, that's almost a dream
house
come
arrest.
true. That is almost a dream come true. Almost.
Yeah, all the kids at nursery school were super jealous.
They're like,
Kindergarten
oh,
or whatever.
But you were part of the pyramid. You were
Yeah.
part of
the pyramid, and you got to hear Cece's voice up close and go, that's what the hell he sounds like?
Yeah,
Why
it's
don't you get up on top of the pyramid? What's your name, Dave? You got brush?
Yeah, he was like, "What are you? 4 years old?" Yeah,
I love that. That's one thing I've always known about Poison and loved about Poison. They always ask your age. They always ask an age.
I mean, they had to. They ran into too much trouble.
We're going to talk more to Dave Hill coming up about his show, but right now we're talking about it. We might as well play it. You know it. It's Poison on 108.9 The Hawk.
I'm sliding on a piece of plastic I ride. Use water when you go slide. Really, use water when you go slide. This holiday season, why not give the gift of the slippery when wet slip and slide? The only Bon Jovi themed slip and slide. Hi, my name is Hank Frail. You know, people have been loving our Bon Jovi themed slip and slides, but they're still not understanding. You gotta put water on them. If not, you're just sliding on a piece of plastic, and that leads to injuries. That leads to contusions. That leads to concussions. So you gotta remember, we didn't install those little speakers at the end of the slip and slide that only play Bon Jovi's hit album, Slippery When Wet, just for the hell of it. It's reminding you, this thing is only slippery when wet. If it ain't wet, it's a death trap. So remember, when you get a slippery when wet slip and slide for your kitty for this holiday season, use water. You don't need them running, sliding, hitting the bump, and taking a dive in right into death. The Slippery When Wet Slip and Slide, available at Valmart, and the water at your house.
Crank it up, you slobs. We're the number 10 radio station in all Val Verde. But we're still number 1 in your heart. Val Verde rocks with 108.9 The Hawk. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. That's a double shot of Poison on 108.9 The Hawk. Valley's second choice for rock. Geoff and Whisp Show. Our guest, Dave Hill.
Now, that was a double shot, but we did play the entire Faster Pussycat record in
We
between
did.
those
We
two.
had time to throw in that entire first Faster Pussycat record right there, in there during the commercial break. It was really great, really fun. But also something else very fun, in course, in Val Verde East, one of our fine sponsors, Jugs Mug Emporium. If you want a really good, fancy, but funny jug with a saying on it, you head on out to Val Verde East and you get them, and these are the ones on sale this week. We're going to read them for you. Dave, you tell us which one you like the most out of all of these, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
These are
Here we
fancy
go.
and fun. If you
Fancy and funny. Number 1, coffee took my teeth. Would you buy that mug?
So far, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I have a lot of money from the lawsuit I won against Poison.
Wait.
Beep, 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 back up. Squeeze me, baby.
Jugs, wait, why? From the pyramid? You had a lawsuit after that?
Yeah, I got sustained like a really bad. My scalp actually got caught in. It's really. This is a wig I'm wearing right now.
Wait,
Really?
So because you went to a Poison show at 4 years old, you lost all your hair. Like, when that moment happened, was Cece just like, oh, God?
No, they were
Get
like.
the liars!
They were like, let's just go into I Won't Forget You. They were like, let's just do it.
They
So
need
there's-
so
You know,
attention.
Let's just
trying to healing
do it.
through the strength of the power ballad. They thought, but
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Didn't work. Was that legally said in court? Like, Your Honor, we tried to heal through the strength of a power ballad.
They did, and the hardest thing is, I looked up to these guys so much, and that none of those guys, none of those are their real names, with the exception of C.C. DeVille, which is
What?
his real name.
What?
Yeah.
I have been good best friends with both Bret Michaels and Bobby Dahl for well over 40 years now, and you're telling me that they have other names I should have been referring to them as?
Bret Michaels' real name is Bobby Dahl, and Bobby Dahl's real name is Bret Michaels.
This is a brain buster.
I'm not going to be able to figure that one out. There's
Yeah.
no way I'm going to be able to put that one together in this old noggin up here.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could. Okay. We're going to talk more about that, but we have to pay the bills here, because
We have to pay the bills, and you got a lot of money to
losing
pay
our
for
shit. Here
these
we go.
mugs. I mean,
Okay, what you got one, Jeff, go.
you got to get this mug that says, "Don't blame me. I voted for Karl Auf Nausgaard." I mean, you got a
Dave?
Simpsons reference and a reference to a very, very strict Norwegian author. I mean,
Yeah.
What do you think?
I would buy that.
You'd buy that?
I'm
Okay.
loving this.
Loving this. Here we go. Next one. Tits out, Grandma.
Can I use the money I was going to spend on the other mugs to buy 3 of those?
Well, I mean, it's your world, man.
We've been
It's your world.
Scotty's been making
Scotty,
up an
check the
invoice over
inventory.
here, but if you
Check
can
out
change
the
the
inventory,
invoice, that'd be
Scotty.
good to know.
Okay, the next one. Go for it.
If you aren't using Riverside to record your podcast, you are a dick.
Kind of
Now
goes
that
in
one
line
is
with
both a
your
sponsored
show.
mug.
You say
and-
the dick thing, so maybe that's a fun one for you, Dave.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I could probably unload those at my show.
Maybe, okay, so a box of those two.
Might want to get
flappers.
1,700 of those along with some damp cake.
And then finally, this is a good
Also,
one.
the
This,
band The Dictators are not opening for me at that. Not the ones you're thinking of, but
Wait,
Different
okay.
one.
What dictators are you thinking of, Dave?
DICK taters.
Is it
2 words, 2
T-A-T-E-R-S?
words.
Like I'm
Like
eating a
tater
potato?
tots, dictators. Yeah.
Dictators.
Now,
Okay,
are
what-
Andy Chernoff and Ross the Boss still playing in this version of The Dictators?
Andy Chernoff. It's Andy Chernoff, Handsome Dick Manitoba,
Real? What
and the lawyer. Their respective lawyers.
Wow.
and their respective lawyers, and they legal battle on stage.
Yeah. But they take through the music.
I gotta say, I love The Dictators, but I might love
Love
The
it.
Dictators more.
Might love them
Yeah,
more.
yeah, you'd have to.
We all know Uncle's Day is coming up next week. If you're looking for a jug or a mug that you can buy for your Uncle's Day next week, this one's for you. It's "This proud uncle is gonna burn you with a cigarette."
Okay. I know I said I wanted to buy those other mugs, but I would like to spend all my money
Okay.
on that mug.
All right, we'll go ahead and
Scotty,
shift it out.
Get the
Shift it
invoice,
out,
get a
Scotty.
PO from Dave's people.
Yep, and that's, of
gotta
course,
happen.
courtesy of Jugs Mug Emporium.
Jugs, Jug Emporium, Jugs, Mug Emporium in
Val Verde East. I recorded this
That's beautiful.
We're known as the Beast.
when it comes to Jugs. Okay, all right, we're back. Jeff and Wisp Show, our esteemed guest and winner of a lawsuit against Poison for removing their hair. Now, I have to ask, now this could be a little personal, could be a little gut-wrenching, maybe bring up some feels that you don't really want to think about there, Dave Hill. But when they were playing I Won't Forget You,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
and you're standing as a little 4-year-old on the stage, a lot of neon green all around you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just so much
Retina's just
goddamn
burnt out
neon.
because it's so
just
neon
burnt.
green.
And you're just blood, like it's like a scene from Carrie. The one where she's not in school, but the one where she's like on stage with Poison.
Wins
That's the
the
one.
pro-
we're
yeah.
talking
Yes,
about.
that's in Carry to the Rage, I believe.
Yeah. Now, did the song make you feel anything else, or was it just the pain of losing your entire scalp?
I was just hoping that, EMTs were going to get there at that point.
Understandable.
Understandably, but there's a rule, and we all know this: no EMTs at a Poison show, or they will not go on.
No MTs and no nacho kits.
No nacho kits, no EMTs.
Just simple
Well,
rules.
In their defense, though,
Okay.
when I did, show up in the ER, who was there but CeCe DeVille, Ricky Rocket, Brett Michaels, and Bobby Dahl. And Brett Michaels, he had a
You mean Bobby Doll?
surgical no. Well, yes, exactly.
Okay, good. I'm trying to be clear. I tried
Get the
writing
names
it.
right.
I tried mapping it all up here, and it's just nothing of what I could do here.
A surgical mask on, and he pulled it down and said, "Look what the cat dragged in." And I, just had a lot, I think. Yeah,
Fuck.
That's gut wrenching.
yeah, you can't make that stuff up.
You can't make that up.
You can't
Why
make
would you
that
make
stuff
that
up. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Oh,
That'd be terrible.
God. Well, we got a surprise for you. Ladies and gentlemen, now on the phone, Brett Michaels.
Now, is this Brett Michaels?
Shit.
or-
Scotty, will you check? Which one is it? Okay, it's Brett Michaels. Okay, it's Brett Michaels. So actually, it's Bobby Doll.
Oh, it's
So,
Bobby Doll.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Bobby. It's Bobby from Poison here.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for calling, Bobby Doll.
Well, I had to call in because I knew that my good friend Dave Hill was going to be on the air.
And you know what, Bobby? It's kind of tough for you to say good friend Dave Hill when you took his fucking hair.
Hey, whoa. Beep, 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 back up, squeeze me baking powder. Now, Poison, we went through the
I
legalities
love that Bobby Doll
here.
says that. It's such a phrase that everybody says.
That's
and
what,
Bobby
hey,
Doll says it
Wade's
as well.
World stole it from me. Bobby Doll.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, they again, I hate to like side with my captors or whatever, but they did, once it was like clear that the hair wasn't coming back, they got me, I was in the children's wing of the hospital, and who comes in? Jolyn Turner walks in,
What?
takes
Oh
the
my
wig off his own head, puts it on my head. And that's the hair I've been wearing.
You're
to this
wearing
day.
Jolyn Turner's hair right now. That's
Turner,
nice.
This whole
That
time.
is
It's been
nice.
beautiful.
Exactly
I mean,
right.
That is nice. Thanks for calling, Bobby. Click.
Man, we really did let Bobby talk.
We really didn't let him say anything, but I do want to say, good rock fact, Siding with My Captors was going to be the original title of 1993's Poison album, Native Tongue. I don't know if everybody knows that, but now you do, right here, courtesy of the Jeff and Wisp Show.
So that was the album that I made with Macaulay Schenker Group.
Really?
Never
Really?
came out. Yeah.
My God. Now, of course, this isn't the Michael Schenker group. This was
No, it was Macaulay Schenker.
the Lesser Schenker.
the brother of Michael and Klaus Schenker.
No, it was Macaulay Culkin, Michael Schenker,
Oh, Michael was
and me.
Shit.
My God.
That's a real Coverdale page right now, but one I might listen to.
So
Yeah,
we've got a
yeah.
Macaulay, we've got a Schenker, and then you were the group.
Yeah, essentially. And then it was siding with my captors.
Signing with my captors.
They were like dragging me, away on the cover.
I mean, that was a fantastic cover.
What were a couple of the tracks off that? Because we're looking in the library here. Do you remember a couple of the? What was the single for that record?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh my God! Remember that?
That was a wonderful one.
Yeah, it's played just a tiny bit in Terminator 2. Just the slightest.
But the
bit.
whole song was in Red Dawn.
That's right.
Which was weird because then it should have been in Red
sense.
Heat, and that doesn't make any sense.
Well, it
Exactly.
makes no sense whatsoever. But hey, Dave Hill going to be out at Flappers Comedy Club this Saturday night. Planet Dave, take your rocket ship and you get on out there. 1,800 seats. Scotty said,
No, well, there's no seats. It's standing.
Scotty, take that out of the podcast version. Why did you tell me seats?
My God.
Well, God.
1,800 standing, 1,700 going to get some damp cake and some great mugs.
Either way, you're going to enjoy your time there. And Dave, thanks for coming on the Geoff and Whisp show. And we'll see you Saturday night. We're coming out. It's gonna be good.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, I'll be out of damn cake, but
Well, shit.
Wow.
Sent to
I guess we'll have to.
Guess we go fuck ourselves.
I guess we'll go fuck ourselves. So stop by the food gulch.
I'll get you some damn cake.
Okay, thank you.
right,
Thank you. I'll
so
stop.
much, Dave.
Scotty, cancel the food gulch. God damn, this is the longest intro to any classic rock song. I just want to get to the Rocky and Anderson. But it's like
He's
I
got to
went
keep
into a
holding it from
piano
you,
bar.
giving you blue balls.
I just went into a piano bar. It's like, oh, is it happening now? Is it happening now? Is the train about to hit me now? Thank God, locomotive breath on 108.9 The Hawk. Jesus.
You're listening to 108.9 The Hawk.
Dave Hill on 108.9 The Hawk. We're the real people now.
Oh, God.
Now we're back to real
I
life.
could hear your voice was different.
Yeah, completely. Completely.
I'll use my regular voice now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you
we'll
for
all
getting
go
out of
back
character.
to regular voices here. Hey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
the
you for
show.
having me.
We've ever since we've been doing this show, you've been A, on our list of people we want on the show, and B, on the listeners' list of like, oh, you got to get Dave Hill. Dave Hill loves rock and roll, man. You got to get the Dave Hill on there. That's
Yes.
every one of our listeners sounds like that.
Every one of them. I love that they all talk that.
They're like, hey, well, you gonna get Dave on? We're gonna get Dave on. So we got you on. You have so much going on. Like you have a comic book coming out.
I do. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
My first comic book.
What was that process like? And when does it hit stores?
I'm glad you asked. The first issue comes out May 14th.
Amazing.
It's called Dark Regards, and there's 4 issues through Oni Press, a reputable comic book company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll come out like next year as a graphic novel, like one thing.
And I saw you posted a video about it the other day. There's a blood variant. Is it? Did you really put blood? Is it real?
I'm glad you asked. Yes. Yeah, we went
I love
to
that.
Me, Hunter Gornison,
Yeah.
the publisher, and Carl Brawlers, the editor. We all put our blood and then went to the printer
That's amazing.
and dumped it in with ink. And
Yeah. It's like that Kiss
And-
issue.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
From back
well,
in the
we
day.
thought of it first, decades
Easy.
later.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
and then I drew that cover also. So the blood variant cover is drawn
That's
by
amazing.
me.
That's
Pretty
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
We always like to ask our guests a question about classic rock, but I think in this scenario, because I know that you love metal so much, I'm going to ask you what could be a difficult question. What are your top 3 metal albums of all time?
I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
I would say Melissa by Merciful Fate. If we're going to call Black Sabbath metal, which
We are
I
calling
think
Black
they
Sabbath
don't
metal,
call
yeah.
themselves metal,
Yeah.
but I would say, and I know this is a controversial choice, Sabotage.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean,
And then my third choice would probably be, this is where it gets tricky. What's the third one? Maybe any Niflheim record, I would say,
sure.
if you're down with them.
Yeah.
Um,
You know I am.
I know, Jeff's like, yeah.
I really
Yeah.
love them. So To me, they might be the greatest heavy metal band of all time.
I mean, these are amazing choices, Dave.
These are amazing choices. Jeff, I don't think we've ever had this conversation. What is your 3?
Oh, that would be so complicated.
Is it too complicated for you?
I mean, I don't know. Depends on the day. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, At the Gates, Slaughter of the Soul, and the third one is very hard. Some days, Lurker of Chalices, self-titled.
Whoa.
Might be in there. Yeah. I think
I'm gonna say Priest, British Steel.
Excellent choice.
I'm also gonna say Sabotage because that's the album that's always like really hooked it for me with Sabbath. And
well, it's the bridge. It's like they're falling apart.
Yeah.
It's the boat is getting really creaky.
Right? Yeah.
But as I'm sure we'll talk about on our Black Sabbath episode, we're recording tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, for it being such a creaky boat, it's amazing how sturdy the boat is in Sabotage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, they act like it was falling apart completely, and it was. There was just so much cocaine. But then every song, you're like, well, that's great. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well,
they were running out, they were like at the, it's just they're running out of cocaine.
Yeah.
But
it was really sad that they were running out.
Wonderful results.
The album could have been called "Running Out of Cocaine" easily. And Geezer's like, "Oh no, and I'm gonna say "Master of Puppets" because that was an important album to me growing up, and Cliff Burton still means the fucking world to me.
I love that album. I like "Ride the Lightning" the best.
Ride the Lightning's my favorite of Metallica.
Yeah,
but Master's right behind there.
Yeah. It's in there. Well, Dave, thank you so much for coming. Any plugs? I know you have other stuff going on. You're doing your show live.
I'm glad you asked. I have the comic book coming out, which I'm excited about, and then I'm doing like signings at Forbidden Planet in New York.
Fantastic.
And London. And
shit.
I'm triangulating the globe.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing Download Festival in England in June. And some other stuff. And
amazing.
And then I'm been like doing shows with Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers.
Yeah,
I saw fun.
I saw some video footage of that, and that looked like an absolute blast.
Yeah, it's very fun and surreal
to be performing with Bill Murray on stage. Has to be just a fucking dream. The one time I met him, my wife wrote for Saturday Night Live, and the one time I met Bill was just like, I don't get starstruck very often. Like, I meet people and I'm able to talk to them, but Bill Murray just like, and he was so nice and so genuine.
Yeah,
and
super nice guy.
Yeah,
and the whole band is really nice. Jimmy Vivino's in the band.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
From Conan.
Yeah.
And Mike Zito and Albert Castiglia. They're kind of the main two dudes, and then Jimmy's there sometimes. But and all the guys are amazing. There's like
that sounds so cool.
I think
definitely
10, including if Jimmy's there, there's 10 of them, and between Jimmy, Bill, and the other guys. And
that's unbelievable. I hope are you guys coming out West Coast on that?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it.
I don't know.
Well, fantastic. Well, Dave, again, thank you so much for coming on. This was an absolute joy.
108.9 The Hawk with Jason Gore and Geoff Garlock.
A comedy podcast about a fictional classic rock radio station.
Hear and see new episodes every Monday. Subscribe on YouTube,
Apple Podcasts,
Spotify,
Pocket Casts,
Overcast, and wherever you get your podcasts. Support the show by going to patreon.com/1089 The Hawk. Get video and audio episodes 1 week early, bonus shows, and so much more. Get that merch by going to our website at 1089thehawk.com. And if you like what you heard in this episode, you can check out a ton of 108.9 The Hawk episodes on our website at 1089thehawk.com or wherever you get your podcasts. A comedy podcast about a fictional classic rock radio station. 108.9 The Hawk with Jason Gore and Geoff Garlock.